All right, it says I'm live again. Nobody's in the chat room yet, or nobody's in the live session. Yeah, nobody's in the live. Gonna wait till you guys join me. This sucks. Hi, somebody. Ah, yay! I can see you, Erica. Hey, girl. Go figure. I'm just turned my cell phone off. Yay! Hello! Yay! I don't know. I did everything the same as before. So obviously it just needed me to shut down and reboot. But I can actually see your words. So nice to see you, Erica. How are you today? Oh my God, my eye looks like so wonky. I literally did a night shift and anyways, went to bed at like 2:25 this morning because I thought I was going to get called back into work and then woke up. I've had a lazy day. Same to you. And I just was like, you know what? There's nobody in the house. My husband's working. And I was like, I want to just get on here and spill a little tea and put a little makeup on. So I thought, what perfect time. How are you, Erica? Yay. Like, I love all the emojis. I'm just so stoked because it's like, I can actually read your comments. Girl. Well, I can't wait till Rachel gets in as well. As soon as she sees this, she's probably like given up all hope whatsoever. My day has been lazy today too. Don't you just love a lazy day? I don't know what's happening with my eyes. I always have one eye that's problematic. I just put in some eye drops. I'm not a contact wearer. I don't know. I had an eye infection a couple of weeks ago and I don't know, it's still kind of irritating. I think in Canada, it's the snow mold. It's all pretty much melted. Yesterday, you worked hard. What do you do, Erica? Are you just like at home with the kids or do you have a career? Just waiting to read your stuff. Oh, it's getting warm in this room already. Yeah, worked outside. Oh, you did. You worked outside. Yeah. That makes it pretty like busy. Where do you live? Like you don't have to say the exact address, but where do you live? You live obviously in the States. I have twin boys. Oh my goodness. You will be busy, girl. Busy. That's fun. How old are they? Hello, Rachel. Hey, girl. Look, I'm actually reading your comments. All I did was boot out and come back. Go figure. I don't know. It's so frustrating. Just got home from work. So glad I caught the chat. Yeah, nice. Oh, you're in Tennessee, Erica. Oh, you should meet my girlfriend, Rachel Evolve. Rachel is fantastic. She's like my soul sister on YouTube/Instagram. But, oh, that's cool, Rachel. Yeah, I was just saying to Erica, sorry if my hair looks weird and I've got no makeup on my face. That's why you're here. I'm going to put some makeup on. But I just finished a night shift and I didn't get to bed till 2:25 because I was on call. Didn't get called in, but I thought I was going to get called in. And I really hate like being in full sleep mode and then like getting called back because I feel like when I'm driving back on the highways to work, I feel like I'm some kind of like drunk driver or something. So, so I stayed awake as long as I could. And then 2:25 rolled around and I'm like, dang, I'm like tired. And Erica was saying she's got twin boys and she was outside, but she's like exhausted, which I could well imagine. Are you a nurse? Who, me, Rachel? No, I'm a radiation technologist. So I do all the CAT scans, all the CT scans in Emerge, all the trauma scans. I'm not in a trauma hospital anymore, but in my province in Canada, it doesn't matter because we're like inundated with like tons of new people that have come to the city and they haven't laid off people, but they haven't hired anybody. So like our workload's increased. And so when you do the late shift, you're on call. So we have to be on call to do all of the emergent cases when they come in. And yeah, you knew I had to work in the medical field. Yeah. So, oh no. Yeah. And how old are your twin boys, Erica? The screen went blank. Ah, being on call sucks. Can you guys still see me? The screen went black. Oh, that's not good. Being on call sucks. So maybe you can hear me. I don't know. Can you still see me? Yes, I see you. Okay, cool. Well, my screen didn't go blank, but black, but whatever that means, I don't know. I see you now. Good. And did you say how old your twin boys were, Erica? Yeah. Anyways, I got all my stuff here. So I know we're going to be chatting and I'm going to be putting my makeup on. Girls, I'll be putting my makeup on as soon as I find my primer. It's, of course, the one thing I didn't like lay out. Girls, I didn't lay it out. I have no idea where the heck it is. Because I'm like crazy. They're 9. Oh, that's so cute. What a beautiful age. Just kind of a nice age where like they're independent enough, but not that preteen situation, which is good. You'll probably have your hands full like when they were toddlers, and then when they get to preteens, that'll be fun. Yes. Anyways, this isn't really a makeup tutorial. I mean, if I got something new, I'm going to show you, but I have been using, the mini, you're never going to see it with my IKEA light behind, but this is the Tatcha silk canvas, the mini. I didn't actually, well, I bought it, but I bought it in a whole Tatcha kit that I bought before Christmas. So anyways, I have to tell you a funny story. If you guys have never used the Tatcha, the silk canvas primer, because when I got it, I was like, oh, this will be fun, right? Because everybody is using it. And I open it up, and it's kind of like a creamy texture. You have it, Rachel. Okay, so you can tell me if this happened to you. And so I put my finger in, and then I start like moving it around on my face. And I was like, damn, I'm like, it was pilling up like tiny little like white balls. And I was like, what is everybody going on about with this Tatcha's silk canvas? I'm like, it's completely crap, right? So I was like, okay, like maybe I've got really dry skin. So on the other side, I like made sure that I like sprayed my face. I was nice and moisturized, went in with my finger, started putting it on the other side. Same thing. It was starting to pill up. And I was like, okay, clearly it's not for the mature beauty community, because I don't really think my skin, I have some dry patches, but generally, it's not that dry. So I couldn't get it. And I was like, well, I guess that saves me money because I won't be buying that primer anymore, because I'm like, it just kept pilling up in tiny little balls and it wasn't moving around like a primer. It was almost like glue. And I was like, I don't know what's going on. So speed up to like about 4 weeks ago, and I was watching some Jeffree Star makeup video to see if I could pick up a few little techniques, on blending and yada yada for eyeshadow. And lo and behold, he pulls out his Tatcha silk canvas primer, right? And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna watch this. I'm not saying I'm the same age as Jeffree Star, by no means. I'm just saying that he's not young. At least I don't think he's super young. I think he's in his 30s. I have no idea, but I'm going to guess. And then he shows how you're actually supposed to put it on. Now, maybe if you bought the full-size Tatcha, silk canvas primer, and then it came with instructions, I would have some idea that you were supposed to do this. So what you're supposed to do is there's like a little tool you get with the big one. So I use the back of my hand or nail. You can scrape it off. You get this kind of pea-size amount, if you can see it on the back of my finger. You put it between 2 fingers, like so, and you actually warm it up. So you actually work this kind of creamy texture till it gets really quite loose and emulsified. And the warming up, as you will see, is how you actually apply this bloody primer. But do you think in that small little container that I had any idea that that was actually the way you put it on? Well, I laughed so hard because the moment I did this technique that Jeffrey showed, I was like, oh, boom. There was the actual primer. It was actually working. It goes into the skin. I mean, the smell of it is so beautiful, but I don't know. Did you ever know that? Oh my God. No, I just see you writing I. Is that because my thing is like going crazy again or what? You go, I have it, and then you wrote I. I don't know what's happening with the internet and YouTube. I swear to God. Oh, you're like, damn, something is wrong with my keyboard. Oh no, that sucks. Oh, yeah. Anyways, so you'll have to tell me if you actually like had this same thing happen to you because I had no idea. And I suspect, like, I even had to tell Summer because she was on and she basically was like, she said, oh, I'm going to be buying this, mini. And I'm like, girl, if you buy the mini, I got to tell you how you're supposed to use this primer because nowhere on the mini, like on the back or nowhere, does it say how you're supposed to use the actual mini. And for the life of me, like since Christmas, I couldn't get it to work. I'm going to try this technique, but how the hell were we supposed to know? Exactly. That's what I'm saying. If you buy the little mini at Sephora, which I have in my hands that came in my Tatcha skincare kit, you would have no idea. I mean, maybe it was on the back of the box that I threw out, but I don't have this charmer, but who has it? Oh yeah. Yeah, they have it. I know, Erica, tons of people have been raving about it. I mean, you know how things go a little viral on YouTube, but literally they were raving. I was like using it. I was like, oh, I don't know. Like I must have really dry skin because I was like, I can't use it. It's not working. And then, I would like moisturize my face the night before. Like I tried face masks, facial sprays. I was like, I'm drinking more water. I'm like, girl, I must be drying up because the moment it was hitting my skin, like literally it was balling up into tiny little balls. And you go to the makeup mirror and you put your makeup on, you're like, what the heck? It's like, it's useless. It was literally the worst thing I had ever seen. Yes, the smell, Rachel. Oh, that smell, it just totally, it's like spa day. Anyway, so after seeing that Jeffree Star, and he's like, so then, because, he's got those fabulous nails, and I take this pea-size amount, this rice-size amount, and then you warm it up in your fingers, you emulsify the cream, and then you just lay it down. And I was like, OMG. Like I rolled around the floor laughing. I was like, except for the fact that it's Tatcha and the whole skincare kit is so expensive, I was literally going to be like throwing it out. I wouldn't, but I was like literally going to be throwing it out. I was like, this is the worst thing ever. And like, I love all of their other stuff, but I was like, until I saw that and I was like, I have to tell everybody that you have to warm that stuff up. You actually have to like get that cream, work that cream, that kind of like silky cream into your hand, and then just start pressing it all over. I was like, it was too funny. I've come so close to giving giving it away. Yeah. So there you go. There's the story. That's actually how you're supposed to work the Tatcha silk canvas. So now that I have, and I love the smell, and I just put it like, well, you saw where I put it, where I have like in large pores. Anyways, I thought that was so freaking funny. So it's just a little makeup thing I got to pass on to you girls in case you go the silk canvas way. Because I was like roaring, laughing. It was so funny. I'm like, never, unless maybe you bought the big one, would you ever friggin' see that? So I thought that that was literally priceless. Oh, before I put my foundation on, I'm going to do Erica. She's like, that is so funny. All right. So I'm just going to use a little bit MAC Painterly Pot. I always just eventually put all my primer on. So I'm just going to put that all over my lids, girls, because, I find it's the best, at least for me. I don't really have a lot of veins and stuff on my lids. I mean, who would really know when you have hooded eyes? You've got that little bit of real estate left. But I do find the Painterly Pot, just because it's a cream, kind of just gets it all ready, gets it set up for the stuff. Oh, I saw this really great. I don't know if this is on my Facebook account or my Instagram account. If it's not, I'm putting it on my Instagram account. But my girlfriend, she's hilarious, and she was like, "Oh yeah, I really like love, she loves coffee and wine. I mean, she's like me." But anyways, she put this thing and she says, "First I have coffee and then I do the things. Like first I have to have my coffee and then I do the things." And I thought that was so hilarious. And I've literally been saying it at work for days. It's like, as soon as I get into work, it's like, first I must have the coffee, then I do the things. It's like, I don't function without coffee. So I just thought that was kind of funny. So for makeup, I usually just apply all my shiz on. No, is that a really bad word? Okay, I hope there's no actual kids in these chat sessions, but I suppose there could be at this hour. So, oh, that's cute. Yeah. So anyways, I just set everything up before I go in with my foundation. That's all I'm saying. Nothing exciting. Shiz isn't a bad word. Yeah, okay, well, the connotations have said, Rachel, I mean, could be, right? But totally, it's not a bad word, if you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, anyways, it is, I think it's around 3 o'clock my time. I don't know what it all is. So for you guys, it would probably be what, 3 hours ahead? I am not sure, but that's what it is. And then for foundation, oh, you can kind of see that, can't you, from the stupid light? But I am using the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow. It's my go-to foundation, just like in the daytime. I just like it because it's kind of medium buildable coverage, and it does kind of give you a little glow to your skin. So I'm going to put that on. So, oh yeah. So anyways, I mean, this, we can talk about the eyeshadow and stuff I'm going to do after, but this is a video to talk about spilling the tea. So what's the tea I want to spill about? Well, I had all really fun ideas of what to do for this live, because I was like, I've got to go on and do it live. It's been forever. But actually what it was about, no matter how I was going to be going about doing it, was I just wanted to talk about this whole scandal with the elite universities in the United States, like USC, of course, with Lori Loughlin's children, Massimo and Lori Loughlin, which is Olivia Jade, who has a YouTube channel, and her sister Bella. And yeah, what was the other actress's name that's married to William Macy there? What's his name? Anyways, Felicity Huffman. So their kids, I think one of their daughters was involved in the whole FBI scandal. But yeah, let's like be spilling the tea and talking about it, because I kind of had some like really mixed emotions. And I'll kind of tell you, like, obviously why I had mixed emotions. Oh, I'm so glad she got caught. I didn't even know the daughter had a YouTube channel until the scandal. Yeah, I mean, we wouldn't know, right? I mean, there's so many people that have like actual channels on YouTube. I mean, who would have thought that she had like close to 2 million people on her YouTube channel? And I mean, even if you stumbled upon her channel, just in the course where it recommends actual videos, for us, I mean, she's 19 years old. So, would I watch anything that she probably put out? Probably not, just because, she's 19 years old. But even if it was something that I watched, I mean, it wouldn't register that it was Lori Loughlin's daughter, like from, Full House. I mean, I wouldn't know that. I don't know that who would know that, but certainly I wouldn't know that. But anyways, yeah, like, I don't know. So when the whole story broke, at first I was like, yeah, go get them, like, throw them in jail. Of course, like, they broke all kinds of like laws in the United States, and not to mention it's like a big old cheat. And then, as it's still developing, there was people all over TV and they were saying, yeah, but did the kids know? And I'm like, well, how wouldn't you know? If you were just like a so-so student, or not even so-so, as apparently they've been saying about their one daughter, Olivia Jade. I mean, her marks were at the far low end of the admissions for that university. And more than likely, I mean, she wouldn't have gotten on to the university. And if you've seen CNN or any of the coverage, you would have seen that she did. I went to her YouTube channel actually as soon as I found out who she was, and I actually saw on her channel where she was talking about when she was in her dorm, and she was saying, you know, she just is really there for the experience, the games, and the social events, because she's not really into school. She's not into the school, and she goes, but I think you guys know that. And I just thought, you know, if she didn't know, which is a remote possibility, and I mean remote, because she still, even if she didn't write her own entrance exams to get into university, even if, you know, she thought she wrote them, and then, you know, like I heard in some cases they hired like an exam ringer, and then after the kids would actually, like, you know, do the test, this person would go over their you know, scorecard, and basically if there was any wrong answers, they would, you know, not on every one, obviously, because if you get a perfect score, that reasonably looks suspicious, but they would change them so that the score would be better. But for her mom, with her and her sister, I mean, it was even worse because they actually took up athletic scholarships for the crew team, right? The rowing team. Neither of those girls rowed. So you'd have to be kind of like, and it's totally possible that she's really just that stupid, that she thought, oh well, yeah, my grades, I guess, were good enough. You know, I did get into the university that I wanted. I don't know. I had mixed emotions. I mean, even for me, like I was a flight attendant for many years, and then yeah, it's crazy. It's totally crazy, Erica. And then I went back to college to do this healthcare job when I was 30 years old. And I was a pretty good student in high school. I mean, I'm just not bragging. I'm not going to say I was a genius, but my marks were pretty good. But because I had been out of school system, when I went back to do this healthcare, like when I realized that being a flight attendant was not going to take me to my retirement, I had to work my butt off. Like I had to go back, I had to do pure math and physics and like all the stuff that needed for my particular field of study. I experienced the most delightful feeling of, what is it, Schadenfreude, when I read about this. So what's that? I don't really follow celeb gossip unless it's something outrageous, but this made my day. I mean, the family is so privileged and beautiful, and I guess that wasn't enough. Yeah, I mean, I think like I get a parent's just standard point of view that you want the very best for your kids, and whether her parents thought, look, like YouTube is not gonna be it for you, or it is gonna be it for you. Clearly they wanted them to have an education. I get that, but you don't want your kids to have an education over somebody that actually deserved it. And when I mean deserved it, like worked hard, was a good athlete, was a good student, you know, ticked off all the bells and whistles, did all of the voluntary things that one is to do when they're being looked at by a university. And then you don't get the position because she paid $500,000 to have her two daughters that didn't deserve to be in there. Do you know what I mean? So I had a lot of like mixed emotions. Don't get me wrong, like they need to leave the university. I believe as of today, they actually said both girls have withdrawn from the university. And I guess that was even before USC decided to expel them or not. In this case, it was totally deserved. Yeah, 100%, Rachel. Like I'm not even for a minute debating that it was like 100% deserved because of how they went about doing it. I mean, they're also saying that Lori Loughlin could, by just the charges that she's facing, serve a maximum of 20 years. I think that would be a little ridiculous. I'm not going to say she shouldn't serve some time because I think they went above and beyond kind of cheating. You know what I mean? Like when you're photoshopping your kids' faces onto athletic bodies to make it look like they're in the sport to get into whatever said elite university when they're not even athletes. That's crap. And when you're paying like $500,000, $500,000 in bribery money, and your daughters don't even make the minimum mark requirement, then you kind of have to ask yourself, why are you paying, $500,000 to get them in anyways? Like, and then they weren't just there, like it wasn't their first week of university. So was somebody hired to do all their, their essays and all of their homework? Because like when I went back, there's a ton of homework to do. Like that's all I did every night after classes was I would do sometimes 5 and 6 hours worth of just like pure math or, some essay. So money, beauty, and fame. I hope she serves at least 2 years in prison. Yeah, well, I think she's definitely going to serve some time in prison. But what I don't understand is how the team members didn't bust them from the start. Well, I think that part, I don't think they told anybody, right? Like, because if you were missing 2 rowing members in your crew team, you'd be like, hey, like, this chick, Olivia Jade, who got in, whatever, right? She's never shown up for a single practice. I mean, like, clearly, if you see her, she's really pretty, but she ain't no rower. I mean, she has no upper body strength at all, right? So that part, that was total BS, because I honestly don't think that, the whole crew team, yeah, that was a little, backdoor little situation, because honestly, I don't think they obviously told anybody. So I don't know how you have, like, if you have so many slots for athletes and then 2 of them go to people that aren't actually athletes. I mean, I don't know how that all works, but. And I remember somebody pointing out that there was no way she was a rower with her long ass nails. Yeah, she's not a rower, period, because well, just look at her. She, when you're a rower, you've got some good strength about you, for sure. All right. Yeah, so that's the tea. I just wanted to get a feel for what you guys thought. Just aggravating when someone cheats their way. Yeah, totally agree, Erica. It's 100% wrong on every level, because it doesn't matter whether it's an elite university or just a regular university. It has to be for the people that actually earned their place in that. That's what higher education is all about. Like, I'm not going to pretend that money doesn't play into it. It's always played into it, because some people have kids that are they're brilliant and they could do so much, but they literally can't afford to go to university. Does that make it right? No. But what makes this whole situation worse is because of that, because there are people that totally can afford it and they can never go to, to university, which is wrong, right? Like, it's so wrong. Anyways, I'm just putting on my Soft Matte Complete Concealer by NARS. It's just one of my faves for the old eyeballs after my shift. But yeah, that's what I wanted to, like, just, open up this can of worms and say, like, nepotism is real, and, people that are going to have money and privilege and celebrities. I don't think it's necessarily wrong to use your fame, i.e. your connections. The wrong part is the bribery part, right? Like, and taking athletic, positions from people. I remember somebody pointing, oh yeah, you were saying that. Yeah, so, I mean, that's just my take on that. That's kind of just how I feel. Like, I just remember, like, how friggin' hard it was when I went back working my butt off and doing like 6 hours worth of pure math and just like assignments. And I remember, like, stressed out from like every single exam that I ever had to do, like, especially when you have to write, your exams. And then that was just to get into the program. And then, of course, when I got into my program, I was just like, oh my God, we had to write our national registration exams. And I was like flipping out about those. I'm like a bad exam writer. I know my content, but it's just like I get so stressed. I agree with you about using connections, but just taking a deserving person's position. Yeah, Yeah, like that's 100%, like 100% wrong on every level. I totally agree. Yeah, it's crap. I don't know. Like, and they said like currently there's 33 parents that are involved. I mean, we only hear about the celebrities, but they were saying there's 33 parents involved, but there could be as many as 600 kids in university that got there that way. That's kind of crap. I heard Sephora dropped her. I wish YouTube would too. Yeah, not just Sephora. I think they were one of the first of her sponsors, but she got dropped by, they showed on CNN, like there was a whole bunch of people. But she actually had a few of her own collab makeup items. I mean, that's how much like we're in our own little world in YouTube, right? She had just under 2 million YouTube subscribers, and she literally was sponsored by 5 or 6 companies, Sephora being the big sponsor for her makeup. But she was sponsored by like Amazon, Lululemon, like there was a ton. But she had actually had makeup collabs with Sephora. I never even heard of her makeup until the scandal. No, me neither. Never even. I don't even think I've ever even seen her actual channel come up, like to be a recommendation or anything. Like I never seen it, but you know, again, not quite in the demographics. But yeah. All right, so now I got my base on. Yeah, actually, I'm going to do my brows. They're a little crazy. So I'm all out of all my goof-proof pencil that I normally use is like down to the nibs, so got to eventually replace that. Well, that's because we're ancient. Speak for yourself, girl. I'm only 30. It's not that far from 20. Well, well, to them we are, but I'm young and so are you. Yes, that's it, girl. We are young. Anyways, I always say age is just a number until you feel it after a night shift. Anyways, I was saying my goof proof pencil is like pretty much down to the nibs, and my ABH dip brow pomade is like scraping the barrel. So I picked up this in the drugstore. It's not too bad. It's a little warm for my taupey eyebrows. What is it? I think I can't see. It is the Brow Stylist Definer by L'Oreal. And good God, don't ask me what color it is. It's, I don't know, sort of lightish brown. It's a little bit too warm for my brow, but it's got a really, really nice, very fine, don't know if you can see that, very, very fine little pencil in there. So it does me for the day, girls. Did we lose Erica? Are you still hanging in there, Erica? Oh yeah, I wanted to do a, you guys will have to let me know if you guys are still, there's 4 people in the chat room in this live, but you know, I had my birthday where I turned 30 3 weeks ago, and I got some really great stuff over here in my makeup room for my birthday. And I normally would not do a kind of like, you know, a YouTube video with what I got for my birthday, like makeup wise, but it is just makeup. So do you think, oh, what am I doing? See, that's how tired I am. Do you think I should do a little YouTube video where I show, oh, thanks, Rachel, where I should show what I got for my birthday? I don't know. I think I should. Like, I'm not going to do like a YouTube haul, even though, I mean, a Sephora haul, even though that's literally what I got. This is weird. I don't have a mirror in front of me, so I'm literally trying to use my screen of my laptop to try to chisel out these brows. Oh, man. Now that's a chore. Whoa. That is some serious chiseling, girls. Erica, happy late birthday. I'll be 33 next month. See, Erica and I are just almost like twin sisters. Right, Erica? Right, Rach? All right, anyways. Oh, so I wanted to ask you, Rachel, so how's work going? You are a brave girl, walking back in there, eating your crow. How did your crow taste? Was it good? I was thinking of you the other day. Briefly, however, because I was like slammed at work, but I was thinking of you. And now I'll be thinking of Erica when I'm sitting there on my couch and it's the evening. I'll be thinking of Erica running around with her 2 9-year-old twins, which is pretty cool. Ha ha, crow taste crap. Oh, I know that feeling, believe me. Doesn't it though? Doesn't matter how you dress that crow meat. It is just going down, and it's going down rough. Yeah, a few times I've had to eat crow. Not too many, girl, because, at my age, I'm usually right. But yeah. Okay, I don't know what's happening. Like I said, I don't have a mirror here. I have it off to the side, but I can't grab it now. It's too late. It's too late. Oh, yeah, that looks really good. I don't know what's happening with these brows. They got to be reshaped now anyways. But the hardest part is over, and I got the warmest welcome from so many people. Well, that's nice. Oh my God, you guys, I'm so tired. I keep putting the cap on the spoolie and then go to comb through, and it's just like a joke. I swear I must be ambidextrous because I constantly use both hands. It's pretty funny. All right, well, that is as good, girl, as those brows are going to get because, I'm not really going out anywhere per se. I don't think I am. It's just staying at home, doing my makeup because I was literally sitting around like a couch potato and yeah, I'm just tired. I still feel tired. Yeah, well, that's good. Well, that was nice that they gave you a warm welcome. That's for sure. Okay, what did I do with my NYX? Okay. I am going to do a little contour because last one I like to do. This is just the NYX Wonder Stick, if you're wondering. That wasn't totally planned. It's in the color light. I just love it because it's a cream. Oh my God. Not having a mirror is messing me up. That could be a fun YouTube challenge. How do I put on my actual contour without a mirror? Yeah, girl. I use that too for some contouring. I know it's pretty good, right? Because I like it because it just blends in. So anyways, I like it because it just kind of melts right into the skin. I always find anyways that powder is not particularly my friend. You have to be so careful with powder if you have any kind of dry skin because you just make everything look really, really dry. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm washing dishes and listening. Oh, good. All right. Washing dishes, girl, with twins, you should be having those boys wash the dishes, wax the floors, right? You should be like Cinderella. Just joking. I know moms are busy. What the heck, you guys? Oh my gosh. It's if I don't have a mirror, dang, don't go out without a mirror. That's just one thing you got to know. Just blend. Lord, they're so spoiled. Well, I can imagine. I mean, honestly, if you have kids today, you would literally just want to wrap them up in bubble wrap and hug them every day, right? I don't have kids, but I have nieces and nephews, and I just would be I don't know. It'd be hard not to be so overly protective and, just, I don't know. I'd be like that too, totally. I don't judge anybody for sure. Yes, yes, yes. See, you totally know. All right, let me put the lid back on my soft matte radiant. What is it? All complete soft matte. I don't know the name on this thing so long. Yeah, having kids is tough. I had only one and learned my lesson quick. Yeah. Yeah, it's rough out there. It's a rough world out there. But if you could pay $500,000 for your kid, you could just pave the way. Pave the way, girls. Now, this is just plain water, but I wish it was something else. I'd rather work than take care of kids. Oh, yeah. I'm not for a minute suggesting that taking care of kids is an easy job because it ain't easy. All right. I got some chapstick because I like to, if I go to my eyes, I got to put a little chap there. I've talked about this chapstick. I don't know if you guys can get this. I would think so. It's called EVOO, You know, the stores where you can get this extra virgin olive oil chapstick? It's in those specialty olive oil stores. You must have it in the States because you would have everything in the States. But anyways, it's like my favorite. They make them in all different flavors. Pineapple, mango, peach. I don't know. Anyways, this is mango. I love it. I just keep buying it over and over. 2 kids is plenty for me. Yes. Girl, don't go crazy. 2 kids is like a gaggle of kids for sure, especially boys, twin boys. That's a handful. All right. So, what am I want to do now? Okay, I'm gonna start with my eyeshadow, and I'm gonna do it with my Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette. So I have to tell you, this was my first Morphe palette I ever bought. And I didn't buy it when it, first got launched, which was a year ago. So I was like, I don't know, haven't kind of heard mixed things about it. But anyways, then I finally decided to bite the bullet when it was Christmas time. Someone asked me what I wanted, i.e. my husband. And I was like, like, as is most people, I'm like totally like in love with eyeshadow palettes. And I have generally always gone to the more nudie, neutrals, with a couple of variations. Like, of course, my favorite is the ABH Modern Renaissance, which is more wearable shades, just because keep in mind I work in a hospital, so you can't go all hog wild with your makeup. But I saw a Tati video, and she was talking about this one in another Morphe palette, and she said if it was between the two, then she would buy for sure, she would buy the Jaclyn Hill. So that's what I'm going to work with, girls. And just because I'm staying at home, I don't know the names to any of these colors, but I'm going to just kind of create a sort of soft, everyday look. So probably going to start with, I don't know, some of these kind of more soft, buttery ones in the transition. So yeah, I'm going to take this one, which I think I use quite a bit. It's called Silk. I like this one. It's nice. Oh, hi, Monica. Hi. Nice of you to join us. We're just spilling the tea, talking about entitlement and bratty kids getting in universities. And I just did a night shift, so just putting on some makeup, hanging with the girls. So hello. Hello, Sheila. Hi, Sheila. How are you doing, girl? I hope you're feeling well. Hey, Danny, how's it going, girlfriend? Another Denise in the house. Yes, nice to see you guys. Say hello to everybody. Make friends with everybody. We got Erica here, mother of 2 twin boys from Tennessee. She's an awesome gal. My soul sister, Rachel Evolve, another great one that you may already be friends with. Anyways, everybody talks amongst yourselves. Get into like a warm and cozy group hug. Sheila, you be the head hugger here for sure, or at least be in the middle. Doing good. Awesome. So this was kind of just to get ready with me, Sheila and Monica, because I just worked a night shift at the hospital, went to bed at 2:25. Anyhow, woke up after 6 hours sleep, and we just got basically the base makeup on. So, and the spilling of the tea is no big surprise. We're talking about Felicity Hoffman and Lori Loughlin and her husband Massimo and the kids, the entitled rich kids that were at the University of Southern California. Yeah, that's kind of was the spilling of the tea. We were talking about that and entitlement, and so we were getting into the nitty gritty, and I was just showing off my newer Jaclyn Hill palette, the first Morphe palette I bought at Christmas time for a Christmas gift. So I don't know, Denny, do you have this Jaclyn Hill palette? I can't remember if I know you were on a no buy, low buy. Anyways, you guys talk. I'm just going to be using this. I said that I'm at home, not going anywhere, but I'm going to use, I think I'm pointing to it, this one here, which is called Silk. Why wasn't William H. Macy not arrested? The answer to the question, Rachel, apparently, says CNN, is William H. Macy wasn't arrested like his wife was because there was no trace emails from him or the particular money. So perhaps they had like separate accounts. Looked like his wife was kind of really behind the whole thing. So after, the FBI did the, broke open the ring and anyways, that's what they found. Jay is cooking burgers and bought some coleslaw. Nice. What time is it there, Monica? Like, is it 5:30, 6 o'clock? Damn, that blows. Yeah, that blows. Yummy. I'm hungry. Oh, that's hilarious. What am I doing? I'm like literally sticking my finger into eyeshadow. I've like lost my mind, people. Okay. Anyways, I'm going to just take this one here. Silk. It's a good one. Silk. It's a good one. Okay. Anyways, just be talking amongst yourself. I'm just taking my big fluffy brush, getting all in there in my crease action. 5:30. Oh yeah. Okay. See, that was pretty close. And it was like around 3 o'clock my time. So yeah. You know what? A barbecue burger, and a cold Coke, which is really funny because I'm not really a pop drinker, but that sounds really good. Liquid breakfast and lunch. So I'm happy. I was just saying I've got water here because when I work night shifts and then I wake up, I obviously know I consume a little bit too much salt. I like a little bit salty snacks. I always take with me to work those little veggie straws that you get at Costco, and they're loaded with salt, girl. So when I wake up, I'm like a big puffy mess. So I have to like start drinking water. But I was kind of hoping that it would be something more than just water. So yeah, anyways, I like this palette. I don't know if any of you guys have it, the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette, but I was just telling the other girls that I purchased it a year into when it was launched, because I don't like to jump on the bandwagon, especially when it's a big palette with so many eyeshadows. And I finally decided to buy it because my husband asked me at Christmas, and I was like, you know what? It was like well rated by Tati Westbrook from, the Beauty Guru. And she just said if it was a choice between palettes, that is the one that she would get because it's really nicely pigmented. And I like it because I do find them really blendable with minimal sort of cast off. So I'm pretty happy with it. And there is plenty enough of colors that you can kind of keep yourself occupied. So if you're thinking about buying a newer palette, price point, it's really good. It's too brown for me. What is the whole palette? The Jaclyn Hill palette? Yeah, I don't know if you can kind of see. There is some warms, but I always find like these ones, I kind of break them off into quarters. At least this top section is more pinky, more wearable. Then you have very light shades. You've got enough mix of matte and sort of shimmers. And then you've got this small section down here, which is a pop of color. And I'm loving it. Sherry. Hi, Sherry. Nice of you to join us. Hey, guys. Sherry's here, my girlfriend. Hey, Sherry. We're just hanging out. I had a long night on call and late shift last night, woke up and just getting my day started because I was a bit of a lump on a log here. Hello, everybody. Say hi to Sherry. And Sherry is along with Monica and Life with Lily, which is Sheila. They are three of my gals that are in kind of our little YouTube circle. And we've been a part of each other's lives for at least two years now, for sure, right? 2.5 years. So anyways, and yeah, I'm so glad you guys could be here. You just sometimes when you come on and you do a live, you have no idea who's all going to be there and what everybody's doing. So it's really great to see you guys. Anyways, this is not a makeup tutorial because I'm not a makeup artist. It's just me, working girl here in Canada, getting my makeup on, trying to Sheila, put on my best face, take one step in front of the other. Just, life can be hard. But anyways, yeah. But anyways, it was busy at work last night. There was just I don't know, it just seems like more and more, of course, as the population is aging, there's just a lot of people out there that need to come to the hospital, and they're just not hiring, any new people. Everybody's saying hi to everybody. Be right back. Okay, Denny, be right back. Okay. So, so to get Sherry and Monica and Sheila in the mix. We were, the spilling of the tea was, we were talking about the whole scandal with the whole FBI breaking open that whole ring where the celebrities and rich people were paying for their kids enormous amounts of money to get them into universities that clearly they were not qualified to get into. And just talking about our feelings about that, and just kind of like, let's talk about entitlement and nepotism and what it means to kind of be a celebrity and be rich and use what you think. Like I was thinking that, oh, looks like this whole thing has crashed. Oh, are we back? Can you guys see me? Looked like for a minute my screen froze. I love that name, Gone's Girl. Reminds me of the movie Gone Girl. Yes, doesn't it? I know, that is actually a cool name. Okay, again, I'm not, should I interrupt? I'm not interrupting. You guys just be talking. I'm gonna decide what to use. That was just kind of a transition color. I'm gonna go with this slightly, does that look, it doesn't look that dark on this thing. Where am I here? This color here. So I was in silk. Now I'm gonna go to a little bit darker with my 217 MAC brush, and I'm just gonna start building up a little bit of the crease color now. So anyways, it honestly sickened me that those people made those terrible decisions. Yeah, I think we were talking, Sherry, that the really disturbing part of it is not that you don't understand how entitled rich parents feel that, you know, they should use their celebrity and famous names to help their kids. It was the cheating part, you know, especially Lori Loughlin, like looks like she's going to be in quite a bit more trouble than even Felicity Huffman because for her daughter, because clearly her daughters were not, like, they weren't on the rowing team. You know what I'm saying? They weren't on the crew team. And so they got 2 athletic scholarships at different years. Her Olivia Jade's sister, Bella, was, I think, a year before her. And then her youngest daughter just this fall. It is an awful message to send to your kids, just buy your way through life. Well, and that was the whole thing. Monica was just like, you know, the one guy, I don't know, he was like the spokesperson for the FBI when he was talking about this. And he basically said, like, it doesn't, we know universities cost lots of money. That wasn't the point. The point was that elite universities and these opportunities for higher education were supposed to be, and I say in quotes supposed to be, because really most people can't afford to go to university. And even if you work your way and you get a number of bursaries and scholarships and helps to kind of pave the way, you know, most people, you know, everybody who kind of helped you on the way. So that's the sad part, because those people's kids took people's positions that actually deserve to be. Aggravating part. Sherry says, I'm super disappointed because I had respected her as an actress. Yes, and I mean, somewhere along the line, Lori Loughlin and her husband, designer husband Massimo, you know, obviously decided that it wasn't enough that they were kind of famous and to use, you know, their connections that way on a social network. They had to go a step beyond, paying $500,000, so $500,000 to people to fudge the entrance score to your kids that literally were not good enough to get into university, you know, because they didn't work hard enough. I'm not suggesting that her daughters are like stupid. I'm suggesting that they probably weren't motivated, because if you're motivated to do that or to get to that end job or career where you need that university degree, you're going to work your butt off regardless. I don't even know who these people are. Yeah, well, Lori Loughlin, Denny, would be, you know, from Full House, the actress, and Felicity Huffman, you know, and her husband, William H. Macy. Those are just a few, but there's 33 parents, they said, that are involved. Yeah, 33. And they said there could be as many, I don't know if this is true, it was on CNN, there could be as many as up to 600 nationally, 600 children in universities that have either just graduated or in there now that may have gotten there through this way. And the daughter on the YouTube channel saying she wouldn't even go to class, but parties and tailgate. Yes, that was, right when it broke, I was like, who is this Olivia Jade? She's such a pretty, they're all like very good looking. And anyways, and I pulled up her YouTube channel because never had heard of her. She had just under 2 million subscribers. And lo and behold, there was the lone video where basically she had just gotten into her dorm at the USC, and she was saying, that she was saying to her YouTube subscribers, like, well, you guys know I'm not into school. She's like, I'm just here for the games days and kind of the tailgate parties and the socials. And I was like, oh, that was probably a true statement from a 19-year-old that thought she got into university possibly by her own marks. I mean, it's hard to imagine she didn't know, because if you're not a rower, then how'd you get on the rowing team athletic scholarship? You know what I mean? Last night I watched a video that a former high school student classmate, Lori's daughter, made. It was eye-opening. Yeah, I think I actually saw that one, Monica. It was in my recommended videos, and I watched it. And was she the one that went to high school with that special private high school with Olivia Jade? If that's the one, I did see it. Okay, so I think I got my crease working good. I got my crease color, got my transitional color. I'm gonna go in with a slightly now darker color. I don't really know what color that would be. I love when I'm like trying to use my laptop screen as an actual mirror. It's pretty funny. I guess because she played Goody Two-Shoes in movies and Full House, I assumed that she was someone with character. Yeah, I think, Sherry, the sad part is like, I think this is how I want to believe it. Maybe she is just a total swindler. I don't really know. I'm not going to speak of her character. I'm going to say this. My thought process on the whole Lori Loughlin thing, because it's way worse than a lot of the other parents did, was that I believe her and her husband got together and said, we need to provide a future, a more bankable future for our daughters. Like, just going by the fact that there are daughters or actresses' daughters that, she had 9 million subscribers on YouTube is not going to sustain them for the rest of their life. So they need an education. So there was nothing wrong with that. I think that they really thought they could maybe use a little bit of their social influence and maybe some money, certainly, But I mean, here was the other thing. I mean, obviously at some point they crossed the line, clearly. But they even took advantage of the tax savings when they put them into university, even though they cheated. So I'm like, it's tax fraud. There's like, there's so many things that went wrong about that case. And the timing of that daughter's video, it's like, it couldn't have come at a worse time. Yeah. It really couldn't have come at a worse time. And I think it's pretty sad. Like, they're going to say some of the kids didn't know or whatever. But yeah, I mean, they knew. Sorry, they knew. Yeah, that was terrible. I don't know. And then I heard, I don't know if it was on CNN, but I heard that there's now a class action lawsuit against Gianelli, which is Lori Loughlin's, Massimo's name. That's their actual family name, Gianelli, Gianelli, something like that. Anyways, Massimo's name, their surnames. That there's a class action lawsuit by a group of students that basically there was one lady, they didn't say her name yet, and her daughter did not get accepted into USC and had worked her butt off. And the mother is livid. So I guess they got together with a group of people. I don't know. That's what I heard, but I've heard nothing yet. Like, I know that Felicity Hoffman posted bail. I think it was $250,000, and Lori Loughlin and her husband got out on $1 million bail because they have like some sprawling mansion that's worth like 25 million. So the judge was like, yeah, they'll be good to pay. But anyways, I don't know. I just think it's horrible. I was saying, like, even I used to be a flight attendant anyways. And then when I decided to go into healthcare and go back to school, into college at 30, I had to work my butt off. Like, I literally, and I mean, I was a really good student, but it was my money and I had to work my butt off. I remember there was days coming home from classes and I would have like 6-7 hours of homework, like a night, some nights. And I was just like, what am I doing? Like, what am I doing? But if you're motivated to know what you want at the end, then it's worth it, right? So I don't know. It's really sad. It's just really sad what's going on. But I think that the whole thing does, it does kind of like challenge us to ask ourselves, like, you know, how important it is to be able to provide opportunities for your children, but at the same time, you don't want to screw over everybody else's child. And I think that's the sad part, is that's what happened. Using your social connections, if you're a famous person, your money to pay tuition to these higher, more expensive schools, that I don't think will ever come into question, because that'll always be the way. There'll always be people with more money and more connections and more friends, in life than you have. But the fact that they didn't even get in on their own merit, like mark wise, and obviously they weren't athletes. I don't know. I don't know. It's really sad. It's just a really sad situation. Okay. Just gonna take, I don't know, some darker color here. I don't know what the names of these are, but I'm gonna just take it in here and just kind of warm up that outside here, because I'm doing too much talking. I could just go on and on about, this whole thing. I don't know. There's no doubt. I feel like most people feel that that she should definitely, her and her husband should definitely do some time in prison. They were saying, on CNN, that she could face up to 20 years. I think that's a bit much. She didn't murder anybody. She took away innocent people's opportunity, and she lied and cheated to get her daughters an advantage. And the daughters should be expelled. Those children should be expelled from the universities. But apparently, as of today, Olivia Jade and her sister have withdrawn from USC. That they obviously didn't wait till till they were expelled or whatever, because the university said that they were, going to be investigating and taking their time. I got to go pick up Carlos, so I will see you all later. Bye, Denny. It was nice seeing you. Say hi to Carlos. Drive safe. I think that is excessive, but I think you should not just get away with it and pay monetarily. Oh, no. I mean, I think that the people want them to be able to, pay. Like not pay, but I mean pay as in go to prison for a bit. I don't know, maybe go to prison for 3-6 months. I mean, I don't really know what I don't think she should go to prison for 20 years. I mean, I think that would be a bit much, but if she was just able to pay a fine and get her knuckles wrapped, then I think then who cares, right? Because then they'd be like, oh yeah, see, I've got money and I got a good lawyer and it's all going to be good. My daughter will be fine. Like after this all blows over, Sephora's going to like pick her back up again. And, and even if they don't, we're millionaires, so we can buy her makeup and whatever she needs for her YouTube channel. And, and then maybe the other one could write a book about her experience and it'll all be good. I think that is excessive. Oh yeah, you said that. Yeah, right. That is excessive. Yeah. So I don't know. I just think that it's like, it's definitely a discussion. It's a good spilling of the tea kind of discussion. It's a discussion to have, like, just as a community and as kind of the guardians, and Sherry, of course, because you're a teacher. I mean, it has to be, higher education has to be available for the kids that actually deserve it. That deserve it. They've worked hard. I'm just going to use this. This is an awesome brush that never gets talked about on YouTube. This is the NYX blending brush. It's a very dense, and it wasn't expensive because it was at NYX store, but it is like extremely dense and kind of flat. And then you can really get in there and just do a little blend. And it's got this ergonomic handle to it, which you probably can't see there, but I really love it for blending. But anyways, yeah, for sure, right? I don't know. I just think it's a sad it's a sad statement on all of us, and of all the people that knew about it. Like there were students saying, oh, well, they knew that there was an advantage to being rich. Well, of course, there was an advantage to being rich. Nobody had to worry about paying all the expenses of university. I thought that's what the advantage to being rich was. And maybe if your dad's the CEO and he knows the trustees, on their yachts, they could put in a good word. But really, I felt that's as corrupt as it was going to get. I thought it was just a disadvantage because they're going to use their connections. But no, as we've soon found out, it was far more than that. Money had to take place, and that just made it all dirty and wrong and lying and the photoshopping of your kids' pictures on other athletes' bodies when, you certainly just weren't entitled to, get into the university. It was pretty sad. I have to go cook dinner. We'll come back later and rewatch. Y'all have a good night. Bye, Sheila. Bye. Thanks for dropping in. Have yourself a lovely evening. It was great to see you. Yeah, it's probably about that time everybody's going to start making dinners and stuff. But anyways, I don't know. This eye looks more. It's hard to put your makeup on when you don't have a mirror. It's crazy. Anyways, okay, so I've got my blend going on, although I don't really know what the blend is over here that's going on. All right, let me use this little tissue thing because I think it's just the angle of, of the light here. I don't know. I literally have the screen on my laptop, and that's what I'm using, you guys. It's crazy. Oops. Yeah, so anyways, all right. So now so I had a transition and a crease color, and then I deepened out the outer third. And now with my Jaclyn Hill palette, I'm actually going to go in with a shimmer now on 2/3 of my lid. I don't really know what color, sorry. I'm going to go with, don't know what color. This is more pinky. What color is this one? Oh, this IKEA light. I swear, it's time to get a ring light, people. Let's see. Ooh, that's kind of pretty. You guys can't even barely see that. So annoying. But anyways, I need to take a shower. I smell like restaurant. All right, Rachel. Well, it was great seeing you, girl. Chill, relax, put up your feet. You had a hard day at work. Good job. All right, so I'm going to take this color. Don't ask me what color it is. It's a shimmer. So I like to put the shimmers on, of course, with my finger. So that's what I'm doing, just putting it on here. 2/3 of the lid. Have a good night. Thanks for the chat. Bye, girl. Take care. Yeah. Has there been much talk, Sherry, amongst the teachers over this? I mean, this certainly must, spur a lot of the teachers too, because of course, you all went to university as well. So, and you're in the business of educating children. So, what's kind of been the talk around the water cooler, at school? What's everybody thinking about this whole process? Yes, I like that. See how that little shimmer, with a little foil just gives it a little pop of color, girls. Looks good. I get excited about that. I know, right? We're lame, but if we didn't love makeup, we wouldn't be here. And I'm going to just finish out. I've got this tiny little Real Techniques little smudger brush, and I'm just going to take the original color, which I think they call Silk, and I'm just going to put that down, kind of just carry it down on the lower water line, just to kind of finish that look. That looks pretty good. But yeah, I'd be interested in knowing, is Sherry still in here? Oh, no, maybe not. Oh, there you are, Sherry. We don't have time to talk to each other at all. I work through my lunch. Oh, that's terrible. There's no going into the teacher lounge and having your lunch and talking to your peers. That's crazy. Yeah, it sounds like my job. It's just more patience, less time. You still only have so many hours in your shift. Yeah, that's really sad, right? Crazy. Whoa, we had a whole dump of people. So I think it's just you and me, Sherry, girl. So how are you feeling now? I know that you were pretty sick for a while, right? I was going to start with my lips. I'm going to get a little chap on there. How are you feeling now? All right. Just, you can answer that. I'm just going to color I'm going to curl my actual eyelashes because, yeah, they are going to get some mascara on it now. Yeah, I'm really liking that look, actually. A little pop of foil there in the center of the eye. It always does it, doesn't it? But yeah, hopefully you're feeling better than you were, because that was a rough go of stuff, wasn't it? Yeah. But anyways, what was I going to say? Can't remember. Yeah. Your job sounds a lot like mine. It gets so busy, the workload, that you don't have time to even like talk to anybody. All right. Anyways, mascara wise, I'm using a pick up my old tried and true. As I don't know if you saw my empties, I had to dump out my Hourglass Caution mascara. Well, here we go. I've had a rough stretch for several months. I'm okay, but not back on my feet. I've been cleaning my closet, and so I'm pretty beat up today. But I have a clean closet. Oh, that's nice. You mean a closet just like your front closet, or like a closet in your makeup room? Or yeah, it's hard when you have, fibromyalgia, and you've got all those responsibilities as well in your own house. Do you know what I mean? And there's no way I can't put mascara on without a mirror. What the heck? This is crazy. I can't use this. One sec. I'm going to use this Gerard Cosmetics little compact. Got to block my face here just to see what I'm doing, or it'll be all over my eyeshadow in 2 seconds. Yeah, that's better, girl. Good. Yeah, no, that's an awful lot of work. Just trying to like do your job and then come home, take care of everybody else, and then you're still got to deal with your fibromyalgia. A purge of 3 closets that had several sizes of wardrobes, all the stuff that doesn't fit anymore. I'm looking at 15 bags of clothes and had 10 in the garage. Wow, girl, that is a lot. That's awesome. So clothes that you are just turfing, because that is amazing. That's one thing I do love about the spring. You just also get rid of just all that bulk and all that sort of collection of stuff that you keep around. And it's so nice to just kind of free yourself up. I did it for one closet in my guest bedroom. And I was like, put together some pretty nice things. So I just have to drop those off at the Goodwill, but I need to do that for my front closet as well, because it's like really just, yeah, Monica, gotta run. Night, everybody. Good night, Monica. Thanks for popping in. It was great seeing you. Yes, I know you lost a lot of weight now, so I have gotten rid of all the big stuff. That is amazing. You must just feel, though, a whole lot better as well. It's amazing when, you slowly put weight on and then, what am I doing? Just put like mascara right on my forehead. Bye, Monica. Yeah, I was going to say, though, you must, I wish I had a bigger mirror here. That was the only thing I didn't organize properly. All right, I got it. Yes, it has made a huge difference. I can imagine. All right, so let me try to get this eye even here. Ooh. I don't know what's going on. It's crazy. Yes, it's made a huge difference. Yeah, that is a massive accomplishment. I'd be happy if I just lost 25 pounds to just make me feel like a million times more energetic after work. Because I think, when you carry a few extra pounds around, it really just kind of weighs down the process, doesn't it? Okay, well, it's just totally fitting that you're here. There is one other person here. Is it Erica? Erica, my friend, my new YouTube friend. She was washing the dishes, so she might be still hanging in there. But now we're down to, I always do the lips last. I'm going to do my blush. I'm going to grab it right here. So if you've seen my one of my last YouTube videos, I picked up the Natasha Denona blush duo, and I love it. I'm loving it for the spring. So I'm going to just put a little blush on. We're almost there, girls. We're almost there. I've had weight issues forever. I think what I'm doing now, I can maintain long term. That's awesome. Well, I couldn't be more proud of you, because that is like that's a huge accomplishment on top of everything else that you have to deal with as well. Yeah, Erica was in here. I don't know. Oh, now there was two. So I was going to say, yes, she was in here. And I think now it's just you and me. So I was just going to say it's suiting, because my lip product is Gerard Cosmetics. My favorite. So yeah. Oh, I love this blush though. It is life. It just brings life to my face. That is that golden peachy coral. And then the little, they call it tutu. I don't call it tutu. That's a crazy name. Tutu, like who calls their little sort of like highlighter tutu? I thought that was pretty funny. But anyways, yes. Okay, so I am using a Melrose Place as my Gerard Cosmetics lip liner. And this is my favorite combo, and my 1995 Bullet lipstick, which is like, I love it. So I'll put that on, and I'm going to finish them with some highlighter. Oh, I literally just live. And when I say live, I mean, girl, I live for this combo. Melrose and 1995. There's so many good ones, though. You know that yourself. Yeah, I didn't partake in the mystery box. Did you, Sherry? Because I had bought quite a few things in the big Super Bowl sale. Two of my favorites, yes. Yeah, no. Did you partake in that? I didn't partake in that. Look at that color. It's like, love it. It's gorgeous. I absolutely love it. Okay. I gotta dab that on first, because I do. A little dab. I like to get the color totally saturated, which was a trick I saw. So you dab it on, and then you blot it off, and then you dab it on again. No, I was on a no or low buy this time. I was saving my budget for the Ulta sale. Yeah, oh, you're lucky. You have Ulta. Yeah. We don't have Ulta yet, girl, but I'm hoping, because Sephora is making a killing in Canada. I mean, a absolute killing. Although I see for my city, we are getting a Morphe store in the spring. So pretty excited about that. That is going to be wicked. Because, of course, they carry all the Jeffree Star stuff. So it's going to be nice. And then I don't have to pay for any of the actual shipping and duties. So that's going to be pretty sweet. Kind of liking how this makeup look is coming together. I should probably just do my makeup via my computer screen more often. Okay, so now I'm going to take my, the Starstruck palette, and I'm going to use, of course, Grace, and my most favorite Gerard Cosmetics setting spray, which is the coconut. I mean, it was between cucumber and coconut for me, but the coconut, girl, it's like, it's winning big time. All right. So I'm going to just wet that brush, and then I'm going to lay down some color, girl. I'm going to lay it down. I'm going to build that up till I'm blinging from the heavens, because I am not going anywhere. So who's to say? You can't even see it on there. That silly light. Coconut is my favorite. I know. Don't you just love it? It is so good. It's so funny. It's like, we had a few people in the chat, but it's like every time I do a chat, it's like, I maybe get like 10 maximum. It's hilarious. But mind you, I never set it up. Like, I never actually go and say, oh, I'm going to do a live at this time. I just don't, because it's kind of like spontaneous thing, right? That's me, spontaneous. Oh, I love that. Get it, girl. Bling it out. Yes, girl. I will. Like that light, as soon as I turn, you should be able to see that beautiful highlight. I did it the other day for my Instagram picture, and I was like, girl, it looks good. Especially when you put a little bit of coconut spray on, it's looking good. It's looking, I watched this YouTube video the other day by Tati, and she was getting her makeup done by this makeup artist named Scott Barnes, who does JLo's. Anyways, he had this new term. I don't know if you saw it. He calls it snatcherel. So I'm going with that. It's all snatcherel, girl. This is like the snatched look. Au naturel. I love Grace and Marilyn. I know that actually is probably my favorite. I'm looking for my mascara. Oh, there it is. Just because I want to get this little inside piece there. Right? So I'm going to say that this look is natural. It's a crazy kind of like world, isn't it? It's like, who comes up with these terms? But I thought it was pretty cute. Because, you know, snatch by itself is kind of like a little raunchy, but snatcherel, I can go for that. I can go for snatcherel look. That's fun. All right. My hair actually doesn't look that bad considering, I feel like I've just been beat up by like a friggin' tank or something. But anyways, all right. I think that's pretty good. I think my nose contour, is that pretty blended? Yeah. I knew my nose contour a little there, girl. Gotta get in just a little. I'm gonna just use the rest of what's on my brush for the, just to define the bridge of the nose, like a so, like a that. That looks good. And going in for the final finish. Honestly, that smell, does it not just take you to like to the beaches of Hawaii immediately? Totally takes you to the beaches. Anyways, there's my finished look. I don't know. Didn't do too bad considering it was just a spur of the moment situation. Yeah, love it. You're a doll. So yeah, what time is it now? Right now it is 4:06. So my husband will be home in about 45 minutes to an hour. I spray it too much because it's so lovely. I know. I had the cucumber. Anyways, I have the cucumber around here somewhere. And then I thought, you know, I bought my mom the travel size of the coconut, and I was like, oh, I gotta like try the coconut myself. So with the 53% sale for the Super Bowl, I picked up the full size. Oh, so glad I did, girl, because and I want to share this. So the other day I was in Tiffany's with my mom. She was getting some like jewelry, and Tiffany's, the jewelry company, has their own line of fragrances. So they have 4 different scents. You probably can't see this little blue Tiffany card, but this one is Tiffany called Sheer. I don't know what's in it. It's some kind of hypnotic potion, but I can put it on too because I'm not going into work because we're not allowed to wear perfume at work. Jackson, you are very beautiful. Well, thank you. So are you. I can't even see your thumbnail, but you are beautiful. Can I call you? No, you can't call me. I don't think my husband would really appreciate that. But anyways, yeah, Sherry, you got to check it out. If you like a fresh, light perfume, I have 43 years. You have 43 years experience or what? No, you definitely cannot call me. That would be weird. But yeah, so anyways, that's it. That's my look of the day, girlfriend Sherry. But I just thought I'd have to throw that little fragrance sample in. Sheer by Tiffany. It's really beautiful. I'll have to look it up and see like what kind of notes are in there. But yeah, it's just like, oh, I love it. It's so fresh. It's really nice. You have a husband. Yes, I have a husband. Yeah, definitely have a husband of many years now. Yeah. I don't know. What have you been using for a fragrance as of late, Sherry? Anything good? I had no idea they had fragrances. No, neither did I. Like, I've never seen them in the department stores, or certainly never seen them in Sephora. Yeah, no, I've never seen them. And there I was in Tiffany, and then my mom was getting this beautiful necklace that my dad bought her for her birthday, which was March 11th. And so we were in there together, and lo and behold, I'm just standing there while they're wrapping her necklace, and they had the display over on the side. So anyways, the big bottle. So I was, spraying them on the little cards. And then I said, oh, Mom, you should check this one out, because it was like the sheer one. And then the girl said, oh, do you like that one? And I said, yes, actually. Like, I thought she was just asking me. And then she dropped 2 of those little spray samples in my mom's bag, which I thought was nice. But my favorites lately have been Miss Dior. Oh, yes, Miss Dior is beautiful. Blooming Bouquet and Versace, what is it? Dylan Blue? I don't think I've ever experienced that one. Versace Dylan Blue. It sounds nice. Miss Dior, yes, beautiful. And I do have another one over on my bookshelf, and I think it is the Marc Jacobs one, the Fresh Daisy one. Got that one last spring. So, but I'm always looking for some good new spring fragrances for sure. Yeah, so that's it. Oh, I should share this. Although I do have my actual Gerard Cosmetics. This thing I got was it in a Nipsey bag, this one, the Smashbox? No, it was similar to this one. But anyways, this is a great, you will never see it. Maybe you can. It's just kind of like a very honey light, almost like champagne with like refracting little particle lip gloss from Smashbox. I love it. I have been putting it on just kind of the centers of my lips, and bam, popping. Yeah, so popping. I love so many. I had several of the Daisy perfumes I got to get Coach Floral. Yes. Well, I used to just like strictly buy my kind of, when I treat myself to a luxury handbag, I'd always go to Coach. And yes, they have some beautiful fragrances. I totally forgot about that. But so did years ago, I got a Perry Ellis handbag. Yeah, wouldn't be able to afford Perry Ellis now. But when I say years ago, I mean like when I was, I'm going to say 15 or 16, my mother bought me this beautiful Perry Ellis handbag. And yeah, I remember the store, and then they had those beautiful Perry Ellis like signature fragrances. This one eyelash, it's like kind of sticking to the other one. It's driving me crazy. I could have just put on some falsies, but I used up all my favorite falsies, which were the Demi Wispies, and I haven't picked any up at the drugstore as of late. So I probably wouldn't put any falsies on at home. I got a, oops. What? You got a what? Yeah. Then I picked up these. These are like my favorite little sterling silver earrings. There was a gift shop in my city, and I saw them, and I was like, they have that hammered metal. I just love these things. They're so comfortable. Coach bag from my graduation present in high school. I thought it was, I thought I was it on a stick. Oh, yeah, when you had it, I know. I was just like, I didn't even know who Perry Ellis was when I was 15, and I'm just like, I got a Perry Ellis handbag. Yeah, I was the same. I was just like, I thought I was just like it and a bag of chips. Didn't even have a clue. Now, probably couldn't even afford a Perry Ellis bag. They're pretty expensive. Very pretty. Yeah, it's funny. Yeah, that's it. So what's for dinner at your place tonight? I don't even think. Oh yeah, took out some frozen spaghetti. When I make spaghetti, I do like batches, and then I just freeze them. Kind of handy. So we're having spaghetti tonight. I think that Jackson, he just left us. Usually can shut him down when you say you're married. He's like, can I call you? I'm like, heck no, you can't. No. That ain't happening. Move along to the next station. That was funny. LOL, yep. Crazy. Yeah, anyways. Oh yeah, did you say what you're having for dinner? I'm having the spaghetti. Oh, good grief. It was like taking all my reserved energy just to do up my face. Chicken parm, spaghetti squash, and a rosemary sun-dried tomato focaccia. So is that how you lost all your weight? Sure, you did like a keto diet? Mm-hmm. Yeah, keto is good. I last year, not for a diet, just because I wanted to kind of get away from refined foods or whatever. I did the paleo diet, which I thought was really great. Was never hungry. The food, of course, everything is made from scratch, but girl, that was so much work. It was so much work to make all that stuff from scratch. It was crazy. I mean, honestly, I had no idea that, living a healthier slash lifestyle with food that you make from scratch was going to be that much work. So I quickly abandoned it just because when you're a shift worker, sorry. I mean, I know there are people out there juggling way more than me. I'm not good soup or something. It just took hours and hours. Yes, I'm modified. I'm mostly eating whole food and really avoiding processed foods and refined carbs. It is a lot of work. You have to cook a lot. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, it's like anytime you make a massive change, right, to the way we're used to buying food, because we're so busy. Like, we're so busy. We live busy lives. And it's just like, when it's like you don't even think about it, then you realize, like, wow, it's like dinner. It's time to eat. And then you're like, shoot, I didn't plan anything. I didn't cook anything. Mm-hmm. Yeah, several meals and making lunches for the whole week is what makes it possible. Yeah, you have to. I know the odd time when I go from working day shift at the hospital and then you transition to night shift, that night shift always catches me because you'll eat a late lunch at home. And then when your shift starts, you go to work. And most times, especially with just the two of us here, like, I don't make a lot of leftovers. And then you're like, what do? You got to go to the cafeteria or you got to eat some crap downstairs. And that's all refined. There's nothing healthy about that. I mean, yeah, you could have a soup or something, but is a soup going to hold you over for the whole shift? Not usually. So the best way for me to avoid that is also packing a lunch, but that requires some actual thought and planning. So I totally get you. And I was saying to Sheila when she was on, like, when I wake up, I love to, I buy that big bag, talk about refined carbs, but I buy the big bag of the veggie straws from Costco, which I love. And they're just kind of like lightly salted. And I can, I put a little tiny, like one of those little Tupperware containers, and I put it in there because I find, like, if I'm busy or if I have too many cases to do and I can't get to my dinner or my coffee breaks on time, yeah, you love the veggie straws. Then it's something, if it's a granola bar or veggie straws, it's something I can just wash my hands and then kind of be munching while I'm waiting for the next patient, right? So, because I've been caught some nights where it's so busy from Merge that I literally cannot, get to take a proper dinner break. And then my blood sugar starts to plunge and I'm feeling weak and I got a bad headache and it's hard for me to concentrate. And so I'm not a diabetic, but it's like you just have to watch yourself. So I always throw those things into my lunch kit, but ultimately it's refined carbs, so it's not good, and then I eat so much salt. I don't realize that I eat so much salt. And then when I wake up, especially from doing a night shift like last night, and then you're just like, you feel bloated and your skin's dry and like everything is sluggish and you're just not working. So then I have to like replenish with lots of water the next day to pay for my bad eating habits the night before. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I work with this doctor. Anyways, he's a younger fellow, but he was carrying around some extra weight. And I just saw him there. Hadn't seen him in he was doing his residency when I worked at this one trauma hospital. And then I transferred to this other hospital like 5 years ago. But anyway, so he was a resident. And then of course now he's a full graduated doctor. But I saw him and I'd say this doctor would be about mid 30s or early to mid 30s. But anyways, carrying some extra weight. I saw him and I would have almost walked by him because I really just didn't even, like, he was standing talking to someone in the hallway and I would have literally just walked by him, but obviously saw his face and I was like, oh OMG. He had lost so much weight. And so then we got talking because he was dating this nurse that I knew from the trauma hospital I was working at. Anyways, and we were just catching up. And I said, well, you look fantastic. I said, you obviously have been doing something. I said, because you look amazing. And lo and behold, he said it was intermittent fasting. He had been doing it the last 3 years and just slowly, methodically, gradually, he took off the weight and has maintained it. So he was kind of, just, and I was like, oh, intermittent fasting. Like I've heard a little bit about it, but didn't know it was a fad diet, and I was like, oh yeah, so tell me all about it. So he was, it was a quick conversation, but he was like, you got to go to this website, you got to check this out, blah, 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 and he was talking about it. And the pretense of it sounds really amazing, to put your body in ketoacidosis. But anyways, it was so interesting to actually see it. Like, obviously it worked really, really well for him. Amazingly so. It was quite impressive. So yeah, anyway, so he did the intermittent fasting thing and it's really worked well for him. Again, I do find it challenging. I was watching a Dr. Oz show then, like just after that whole thing. And lo and behold, Dr. Oz was pitching the paleo diet against the keto diet, against the strict vegan / no dairy diet to the intermittent fasting diet. So it was a really interesting cross reference and comparing the pros and the cons and stuff. And the keto being, a really good diet, but unfortunately for women of a certain age, kind of after 50, the keto can be a very dangerous diet for pre and postmenopausal women. So that was interesting. But the intermittent fasting, it just won out. It was like hands down, just by pros alone, was like the best and made the perfect sense for body function. So I thought that was really interesting. But anyways, so I thought, oh, I could totally do intermittent fasting. That is not a problem, right? And so I kind of just thought I would do a 30-day trial and just see, how it was for me, because there is times where there's long stretches of time where I'm not eating. And it was going all good on days off and working days. And then the moment I went to a late shift, bam, it threw out everything. Yeah, I really eat a variety of vegetables, even the ones they don't encourage on keto, but I modify it for what I need personally. Yeah, I think that's really, really smart. Yeah, I mean, they were just saying that there's some real dangerous effects to keto diets for postmenopausal women. So I think, knowing the pros and cons of anything when you go into it for your own self is what matters the most, right? I mean, you don't want to put more undue stress onto the body when, it's already going through a big change, right? Yay, yay, yay for the pre and postmenopausal women days. Yes, girl. God. If it wasn't like, PMS, like before and after, and all the changes your body goes through when you're a young woman. And then when you start aging, you got to go through more changes. Oh, it's fun. So much fun. Oh, speaking about fun, I was watching this one video. Can't remember. I think it's Christopher. Anyways, and it's lovely to be a woman, isn't it? Yes, there's all kinds of like blessings in more ways than one, for real. I mean, that's tongue in cheek. I don't think I'd want to be a man, but this Christopher that I follow on YouTube, like he's like one of us. He's like kind of like small YouTube community. He's a really fun guy, but I watched the video where he went to, was it Texas? I think, yeah, he went from Arkansas to Texas because he went to the Jeffree Star, like it was a makeup masterclass with Lipstick Nick. Anyways, it was really interesting. It was just kind of like, he was talking about the price of the tickets and it looked really fun. I was like, oh, it'd be so fun. Wouldn't it be really great if there was like a big like function like that where a whole bunch of us knew a year in advance and then we could all meet up somewhere? Like I can easily get on a plane and go fly to where you are. Wouldn't it be good if we could all kind of do like a master class or have like a kind of like a YouTube mature beauty community kind of meetup in someplace fun where they were having something like that. Like we could all go to LA, or I don't know. I mean, I could come to where you are, to a big city, and we could all hang out. Like if we had a year in advance, that would be so much fun. I am just like so up for it. I totally just want to meet everybody and like hang out and learn some cool new makeup techniques. And I don't know, I think that would be really fun, wouldn't it? Then we could all go out and do dinners, and I so wish we could do that. Well, we could. I mean, somebody just kind of has to organize it, and we have to have like plenty of time to actually do it. I'd been talking to a coworker that I worked with, and anyway, she left and went to a different hospital a couple of years back. And she used to be my student, as I actually taught her for a little while. It was a little while I was teaching at the college. But anyways, and she is, I was going to say she was such a sweet student. She still is a sweet gal, younger than me. But anyways, her and her husband are from China. And, I always said, oh, it's one of the places on my bucket list that I always wanted to go to. I have yet to go to. And, the best time to go to China is with people that actually speak Chinese. Like what a great way. And of course, know the lay of the land and what's all the good places to go. And finally, after talking about it for 2 years, we're all going. I think there's like six of us, and we're going to China in February, so next year. So so I'm pretty excited. So I mean, you can't say, if I can go to China, I can easily come to any of you guys, to any of your big cities. If there was like a big, I don't know, like makeup convention, or we could stay in hotels. I mean, if we all had a year, it's just an event, right? That will be amazing. Yeah. But wouldn't it be fun, especially when it's all of us, because we, message back and forth, and we send DMs and watch each other's videos and chit chat and talk and stuff. But and I know that you can still obviously you can have real relationships without ever meeting people. I mean, that's what we have here, but it would just be so cool to meet everybody. I would be totally stoked for that. I mean, I always think about it with Frances, Happiness Sparkles, because she lives in Canada, and even though we're completely on opposite sides of our country, I mean, it's literally like a 4.5-hour plane ride to get to her. And to go, and I've been to Toronto many times, and she doesn't live in Toronto, but just outside of Toronto. But I always say, like, wouldn't it be so nice, like, if we could get together and just do a girl weekend and go shopping, and, but it's the States that always has like the big, makeup conventions and big YouTube events and stuff, right? So I think that would be like thebomb.com. It would be so much fun. I would love it. Even if we could have a weekend where you do like BeautyCon or whatever you do, and then, excuse me, go one day, and then the next day we go to a concert, or we do like, hotel and a dinner or something. That would just be so much fun. Hey, Cassie. Hey, girl. How's it going? Hey, Cassie. Yes. How's it going? Nice of you to pop in. Would be a blast. Yes. Hey, Cassie, I'm just talking with my girlfriend, Sherry, here. We had a few more people in our chat room, but we were just talking about, I just finished a Get Ready With Me. Just did a night shift, and was being a lazy lump on the log, and just thought I would pop on here, spontaneously, and then do a little spilling of the tea and chit chatting. And now we're scheming to like try to come up with some big YouTube event where all of us get together in our little YouTube family and meet up and have some fun weekend, somewhere where we do like a makeup convention, and we're at a hotel, and there's like a whole bunch of us. I was just saying, we just need an organizer and somebody to pick a date and time and give us all a year to arrange everything. Oh, that's okay. Sorry that you're late. Oh, it's no problem. It's all good. We're just chatting away. I had a lazy day, one day off. I'm back on late shift and call again tomorrow night, but I just needed some motivation to get on here and get my butt in gear, get some makeup on my face, and chat with my girlfriends. What's new with you? You've been busy pouring out the old videos. You and Sherry, you guys are like, I don't know how you guys do it. I cannot keep up with you. I'm going to have to go soon. I have company who will be here in 5 minutes. Oh, Sherry, you go. It was great seeing you. Keep in mind what I said. You'll have to think about it. And then, it doesn't have to be LA or whatever, someplace where we can all get together. Yeah, I have no idea how I do it either. Yeah. Do you have kids, Cassie? You do have kids, right? Because I'm sure it's your daughter I'd seen on YouTube, correct? Do you just have the one kid? Bye, Sherry. Have a nice evening. I have 3. What? I will. Hugs and loves to you both. Bye, Sherry. Love you, girl. Take it easy. Don't kill yourself with too much work. Just, take it easy, girl, and enjoy your company. You have 3 kids? That is insane. Girl, props to you, because you put out a lot of videos. Every time I turn on my YouTube on my subscriptions, I see a new video that you put up, and I'm just like, wow, how does that girl do it? 3 kids. You're like a super mom, clearly. Are they older, Cassie, or what's the age range of your children? Sorry, I have to hydrate myself, because I was just telling Sherry that one of the snacks I like to bring to my late shift at the hospital is the veggie straws, which are salted, and it's that'd be like a big bloated sponge when I wake up in the morning. So I have to make sure I rehydrate myself. Yeah, you'll have to type in and let me know exactly the age range of your kids. I had no idea that you had 3 kids. That's impressive, girl. That's impressive. They have dance and chorus practice throughout the week, so I have to have lots of balances. Yeah. Wow. So you have 2 daughters, do you? 2 and a little boy? They have dance and chorus practice. Wow, that's a lot. Yeah. I work with obviously a number of women who have kids, and well, they're just running around basically. One daughter and 2 sons. Oh, that's cute. Yeah, it's a major commitment. I mean, when people coin that phrase soccer mom, I mean, they weren't joking, because, parents nowadays, they got to go all over the place for their kids' extracurricular activities. It's a major commitment by parents, that's for sure, not to mention the cost. So kudos to you, girl, for building your channel and putting out those videos and having to look after 3 kids. That's really incredible. Wow. This is the best part of live, because how would I have ever known that unless I specifically asked you in comments, right? And you're watching someone put on eyeshadow. When does that come up? Yeah, you do a lot. Well, that is really, really great. That's awesome. And where do you live, Cassie, you don't have to tell me the exact location, of course, for your security, but this is my me time and my happy space. I know, that's so true. I mean, even for me, last night after I came home, I just, when you work a late shift. Hey, Nikki, I got one and one on the way. Yes, I know. I saw your thumbnail that you were pregnant. 3 kids is crazy, but good, I'm sure. Crazy good. I was about to take a much needed nap. Girl, go take a nap. You're crazy. You need to be napping, taking care of that baby you're growing in there. Yes, crazy good. Yeah. I was going to say, you were saying that YouTube's your happy place. But anyways, when I finish a shift and I want to just kind of chill, I come home, and basically that's what I do. I just sit on the couch to get sleepy, before I go to bed early in the morning when I'm working late, and I watch YouTube videos. Yeah. I always watch YouTube videos on my TV. So people find that funny, because I watch a lot of videos, and then I think if I don't have my iPhone right with me, I'm like, I can't actually comment or give a thumbs up, because I pull them up on my TV. And then if I'm tired, like I was this morning at 2:30, then I forget. So I do actually watch people's videos, and I don't always get to comment because I'd say 90% of the time I'm watching the YouTube videos on my TV. Yeah. So don't think I'm not watching your videos. And of course, on, like I said, Cassie, on my feed, your videos, you know, you and Nikki, I mean, everybody in our little like our group, all those feeds come up. That's cool though. Like going to the movies for YouTube. Yeah, it's really great because, you know, I'm sitting there, the lights are dim. My husband's long time gone to bed when I'm working the late shift. And yeah, I just sit there and I throw my little throw blanket around my shoulders, get all cozy, get a drink, you know, not alcohol, get it because I'm on call, but get a drink, usually iced tea or water or something. And then, yeah, just put it on my TV. It's pretty cool, actually. Yeah, I like it that way. I really do. But if you don't have your iPhone or you don't have an iPad right beside you when you're watching it, you can't immediately comment, right? So sometimes, like I said this morning, that's what I do. And then I totally forget to comment because then I go to bed and then I wake up. And, anyways, you know, it's real first world problems, as they always say. Yeah. Oh yeah, so this title of this live is "Get Ready with Me and Spilling the Tea." But we were earlier. There was like, I don't know. There was six or seven of us in the chat room where this live. We were just talking about, you know, the spilling of the tea with the whole university in the States and Lori Loughlin and Felicity Hoffman and all these celebrities and rich people who paid for their kids' way to university, taking spots away and stuff. And I just wanted to open up the conversation, especially to parents and Sherry, like is a school teacher and stuff, just to kind of, you know, talk about kind of this sad fact that it was going on for probably a number of years. And, you know, these people's kids were taking spots from kids who legitimately, you know, deserved the right to be in university and then didn't get in because they took their spot. So what was kind of crap, you know, sad. The whole situation was pretty sad. Yeah. But anyways, I suppose I too should wrap this up, even though you just popped in here and joined us, just because I got a whole desk load of makeup. And what time is it now here? It's 4:40. So my husband soon will be walking through the door, and I've got some spaghetti I made a big batch of. So I'm thawing that sauce out. I better throw on some noodles for dinner time. You can't say you're surprised though about the whole, yeah, I don't think anybody in the States. Oh, well, have a wonderful evening. Oh, I'm all over. I'm like, yeah, I gotta go. I gotta like put the noodles on, and then I'm reading your thing. It's like, oh yes, let's talk about this. Yeah, I know. That's the sad thing is just, I don't think anybody is surprised. I think what I was saying was surprising was I always assumed that people with money were like, obviously wanted their kids to go to the better universities, and they certainly didn't have to worry about money because they had money to pay the tuition. The sad part was I thought they would just be using their fame and the fact that they were known and their social connections to help ease the way for their kids in there. I didn't actually think they were bribing people, you know, photoshopping their kids' faces onto like athletes' faces and taking up athletic scholarships and having ringers, you know, people write their kids' entrance exams and stuff to universities. I didn't know that was going on. I really didn't. I thought, you know, sure, they're rich, they know people in high places, they're using that kind of influence. But yeah, that was disappointing. Too bad for all that crap. I know, it's really sad. Well, anyways, thanks. I know I'm like, yeah, I gotta go. And then you're gonna type, I agree. Yeah. I know, I'm just saying. But yeah, well, I hope probably won't do a live tomorrow just because yeah, I gotta go back to night shift tomorrow. I have a weird rotation right now where I did 3 because I work the weekend and Monday, and then I had today off, and then I go back for a couple of more, but then I have vacation. And my husband and I are flying off, not to any place exotic, but we're going to someplace warmer and just gonna have a lovely weekend with some friends. So we're flying off Friday morning, so I can't wait for that. So yeah. But thanks so much. Yeah, I know it is nice, isn't it? It's nice. But anyways, thanks so much, Cassie, for popping in. I think I'm just going to I love doing lives just because this is stuff that you learn in lives. Like I would have never known that you were a mother of 3, which is so cool. And we had this girl, Erica. I don't know if you follow Erica. You'll have to look at the subscription comment list. She's a real sweetheart. And she's a mother to twins, 2 boys of 9. And lives in Tennessee. I wouldn't have known all of this stuff. So really cool to get on here live and just get to know everybody. And what was I going to say? Yeah, that's why I love lives. But I like it to be spontaneous, even though probably the right thing to do is schedule a live session so that people can see that it's coming up and they can prepare for it. I just never do. I am a poor time manager. So when I have time and I felt like I needed motivation to get off my butt, get out of my pajamas and get some makeup on and get going, because I was dragging my butt from my late shift last night. But thanks for popping in, Cassie. It was great seeing you. Always enjoy your videos. I love that whole flashback, to the old palettes that we used. And when I say old, like by a year, it's pretty crazy how fast makeup and trends turn over and how there's new releases like all the time. But yeah, keep up the good work, girl. Kudos to you, man. Props to you. You are a hard worker for sure. And just know that when I watch your videos, I'll be thinking of you with your 3 kids running around all over the city. And yeah, hopefully we can chit chat on the next live. Take care. Hope you have a great week. And yeah, thanks for dropping in. I love it. Thanks for your support. Take care, Cassie. Bye. Bye, you guys. Take care, everybody. Hope you all have a great evening.